And we've got a good one. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 19 carries, 77 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And that's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
7 yards to go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Charles. From 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Titans.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback sacked.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That might be Titan football.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Titans 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And one thing we do know, they will be a part of the playoffs come January. They have clinched the AFC West.
And that feels good for them, but they feel like their work is far from done because as it stands right now, they won't have the first round bye. But a lot of teams will tell you, that's okay with us. We just want to get to the playoffs and wreak havoc from that point on.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
11 yards there, 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Tackle made at the 40.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A 3-yard.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And here comes Tennessee as they get sent to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
With the score, Diablos 10, Titans 3.
The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 27-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and that'll set him up now 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
The 38-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Gain of 5.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Number 88.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to...
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. 2nd and 14. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started across the Atlantic in the Irish capital of Dublin. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. The Seahawks still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Cowboys seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Jaguars trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick out in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Brings up third.
Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Just a 4-play drive that time.
24. Titans 3.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
and I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Let's help them extend their lead. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now they try the right side here. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He's 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
they'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Shoves him aside, and now running right through it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
The running back.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
2 yards.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Well, no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
The Outlaws 27, Titans 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
At the 10-yard line.
Here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down. Right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A gain of
2nd and 1.
2nd and 1.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Quarterback sack.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
And the pressure gets to him again.
It's sacked. A loss of 5 yards. And it's 4th.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And from right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. opposite. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's got his big tight end here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
To number 80.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 45-yard line.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And that
is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
On the deep ball. It's third down. And 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Here we go. Let's get it. Oh, yeah.
Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, it's another win for them. And you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.